Okay, hello. So today I'm sharing one of my most favorite humans in the world and a graduate of the Academy of Yogic Sleep, Larissa. Larissa and I worked together privately in one-on-one coaching, and then she joined the container of Academy of Yogic Sleep. And she's just someone I love so much, and I've seen her transform so much as she continues to transform and grow. And so I wanted to share her story, and her work in the world with everyone out there because I know it's going to be impactful. And I know that those who are listening will resonate and feel a lot of similar things that you are feeling and that you have gone through. So thank you for being here.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here.
Awesome. We are going to just dive right in, and I'm going to have you share how you found AOYS and why you felt called to join. And we'll start with that.
Yes. So I found AOYS through you because we were in our private work together. And previously, I had been introduced to Yoga Nidra through you on the Alumni app during the pandemic. And it was such a bomb and it was so beautiful. And I spoke to you about that. And that's one of the things that I loved. In fact, I loved it so much, I emailed you out of the blue.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I was like, I love what you're doing in the world. Like, I want to meet you. I want to grab a coffee with you because I was just so impacted and drawn to the work that you were doing. And so when we got the opportunity to work one-on-one together, it was so kismet and it was so transformative. And then when you offered this opportunity, you were launching this, it was just like a full-bodied yes in my heart to join. And I was so excited.
Yeah, I felt that too. It was just kind of like a no-brainer and an easy decision for you. And you were just expanding and expanding and expanding. You're like, let's go, let's take on more. I'm ready. It was beautiful to watch. Yeah. I would love for you to share. I felt like watching you expand in this container, and that's the word that keeps coming to me for you is expansion. Watching you expand in this container was beautiful. And the ways with which you started to learn from Yoga Nidra and from script writing and putting things together, and how you immediately can take information that you learn and translate it into what you're offering in your service for your community and for your clients is something I love the most about you. You're so fast and it goes like this and you feel it. And so I would love for you to share a little bit about what the experience inside of AOYS was like for you, and what were some of the big awarenesses and the learnings and the things that you were like, oh, I felt this, and you've taken and are now using for your own business and your own clients.
Wow. I mean, there are so many, but I think what you're saying about being able to translate it into the real world, the piece that really struck me is that it's based in the mind, in neurology, and actually like reprogramming your body and putting your body in this state of expansion or groundedness or safety or love or interconnectedness or deep healing. Like it can be so many things, and it combines this really beautiful aspect of, I'm really trying to think of like the science, like with the felt sense in the body, and it makes it real. Like you're experiencing your body going through this transformation, and it is just the most powerful feeling because like it really makes you feel like you have this inner ability, compass, and guide to drop in and like handle life or heal yourself or transform yourself or be in communion with like whatever spiritual practice is working for you. And for me, it really allowed me to see like the places I was playing small. And through our work together, it allowed me to see that a lot of what was in my way was the things in my life that I wasn't healing for myself and that I was like completely pushing to the side. And because I felt that way, it was so easy to translate that into like my own offerings with my clients, like whether it was just like our one-on-one calls. And literally I felt this way, but even with my clients, when they come out of it, when they open their eyes, you just see it on their face. You just see like the ease and this like complete connection and self-awareness with themselves. And a lot of what you taught me too is that it's more than just the words. It's about becoming like this energetic sort of portal for the words to come through you and like holding that space for someone else. And you can almost like you get the benefit of it as like the practitioner and as the facilitator. And that was the most moving part for me. It was like I could either be in it, experiencing it with you, or if I was doing it for my clients, I could drop in and kind of like feel this interconnectedness to it.
Yeah. Yeah. I felt that from you for sure. You're able to tap in and to channel really easily. And I think it's because you have such a sincerity for growth and for evolution, for change, and for helping other people to go through that. And that's the other word you mentioned, healing. That was a big piece for you, I think, throughout this experience. And that was really cool to witness as well. Can you share a little bit about what healing means to you in terms of your offerings and what you provide for your clients now?
Yeah, I love that question. I think we talked about this a lot. I used to think that healing was really weak, honestly. That it was like I was broken, or I didn't want to heal, or I don't know all the self-work, and I just wanted to have feelings of like I want to be empowered, or I want to be loved. Like I just like didn't want to embrace the word healing. It just, there's something in it that like, which is why, right? Anyone
Yeah.
listening to this, if you get a ping when you're like trying to own these words, like as you taught me, Caley, you're like, it's often the one that you don't want it to be that is the one. And I think that that's exactly what I realized. And I also realized that in my clients is like, yes, we all have this empowerment and this love and this capability inside of us. But, if we're not tending to ourselves, if we're not really going in deep and asking with my clients, like, hey, like, what's in the way of your true authenticity? What's in the way of you being seen? What's in the way of you showing up how you want to be and doing what lights you up and not caring what other people think? Like, it's usually based on like a wound that, you've been carrying around for a long time and served, obviously. But the best part is that it's it's something that you can find and be in communion with. And you taught me this too. And I said this with my clients, it's the answer. Like what you need to heal is like often connected to your purpose. It's often connected to your why. It's often connected to like the thing that you can be doing that will like open up this whole field of possibilities that you didn't even realize. So it's just holding someone's hand and like allowing them to see for themselves that like healing is the way towards a lot of the things that we have questions around, like why are we here, what do we do, what's our purpose, should I be in this relationship, should I leave this job, that you can always go back to that foundation.
Yeah. It's so beautiful. It's so true. And to watch that process for you was really amazing from my perspective. And I know that a lot of the work you've done and a lot of the work that you continue to do is about being you, and loving who you are and being seen as who you are, and not needing acceptance or any sort of outside justification or validation. It's all coming from within. And that's been such a beautiful thing to witness and to watch you go through. It's been just magical from my perspective. So please, share a little bit about what you're doing with your clients specifically. Like, how is Nidra infusing your work now? Do you have any masterminds or group programs coming up that we can, help spread your message and your work? And I know you have probably a couple spots on your client roster. What does that look like for you right now?
Yeah, I have an opportunity for a couple spots to be opening. And as you taught me, Nidra is a big piece of that in the client work and also in session, kind of tailored to whatever the client's going through. And then, yes, I'm building out my first ever group program called Seriously Seen. And it's going to be based on Kajabi with like modules, as well as like pre-recorded Nidras that you can do on your own, especially since I'm certified through AOYS. So I'm excited. And that is going to be launching in the fall, like most likely, like I would say, like probably like around November. And then I also have my podcast that I'm launching, which is called Seriously Authentic. So it's going to be launching in a couple months. But if you are interested in joining the group program, just check out my social media. It's Larissa Victoria on Instagram, and you can sign up for my newsletter, and then you can be in the know of all the early bird opportunities to sign up for Seriously Seen, which is all about really using like that secret sauce, that magic that we're talking about to like get like abundance in your life, or like create this group program or entrepreneurship opportunity you've always wanted, or up level in love. And like really authenticity is the root of everything. So it's just about like being seen for who you are. So all these other pieces of your life can fall into place. And thank you.
I love it. And you've done that yourself, and the seriously seen and the seriously authentic, it's so much of who you are. I mean, you guys listening, she didn't share much about her personal transition, but Larissa has done all of that, shifted careers, ended a relationship, really been diving deep into exploring who she is authentically, seriously authentically. And so that's that's such a beautiful offering, and I can't wait to share it with the world. And please let us know how we can support you. And thank you so much for being here. I just love you so much.
Thank you. I love you so much.
Okay, I'm going to stop record.
Okay.